In this video, let's look into writing some code using JavaScript in a Power Apps model driven app to play a sound. Now, the use case over here we have listed is play sound when an action is completed. Now, say, take for example, if you have a CRM application and say if you have say lead, if the lead is converted into opportunity, or if a deal is closed, or if a record is approved, or when an error is encountered while saving a record, let's play sound to the user just to alert, or maybe just put some celebratory audio around that particular action. So if that is the case, then how do we go ahead and do that in JS? Now, I have already built a model driven app which has a couple of tables in it, like contract renewal, contractor pay and training record. And this is the model driven app. It's a contractor management model driven app. It's a simple model driven app. It looks something like this. It has a list of contractors. You navigate inside a list of contractor, and then you will be able to see the details of that contractor. All right, so that's the setup. Now, how do we go ahead and edit this model driven app? So I've gone over here, I've edited the model driven app. So you just click on it, click on edit, and this is the model driven app. And within a model driven app, I have these many fields, right? Now we are going to write a, a JS, which will basically play a sound when some action happens. So take for example, here in contractor, if I go into a contractor and if a contractor is PMP certified or project management professional certified, if I mark it as yes and save the record, then that audio should play. So this is the simple use case. Okay, you can use it for any other option as well. So for that, we are going to write a simple source code. Now, before I write any source code, I just want to first open VS Code in a blank environment, and let me first create a new file. And here I will call this as say June.js demo. I'm just writing any file name. Okay, so this is in VS Code, and that the extension is .js. Now, first thing what we need to do is we need to create a function. So I'll just call this as function, and the function name is simply play sound. Now I'm going to pass the execution context so that I get the form context of the current form. So play function, play sound, execution context, so simple code. Let me zoom this a bit and let me hide this. So over here, first we need to take the form context in a variable. So I'll say fire form context equal to execution context dot get form context. The next step is we need to extract the variable name. So where PMP is that form variable, which is basically of type choice, right? So I'm just gonna take get attribute, and I need to get to write the internal name. So I'll just mark it XXX for time being, and I'll say get the value. Now, PMP equal to form context dot get attribute. So I'm going to get the value from that. And then maybe I'll just write some sort of a try catch block. So how do you write a try catch block in JavaScript? Is like you put a try and then you put a catch, an error, and maybe you can log the error, or maybe I'll in this case I'll just say console.log and maybe error occurred. So this is a simple JS implementation. Now in try, I'm gonna first check. So if this variable PMP has some value in it, like, or if it is not null, then only proceed. Else, you just maybe do some action. In this case, I'll just say console.log, not a PMP. And if there is some value, if the PMP value is yes, if it is true, then we need to first uh, play that audio. Right now, let's go into the model driven app. Now here in the solution, you have an option in web resources. You can add a web resource. So I'll just go over here and I'll say new, more web resource. Now I want to play an audio. Now if I put a web resource, I can put a file type of JS, style sheet, XSL, all this kind of file format, but there is no MP3. Now I have an MP3 which I want to play. So let's assume this is the MP3 which I want to play on change of the value. So if someone marks PMP as yes, so I want to play this value, play this MP3. So okay, so MP3 is not accepted in Power Apps model driven app. Maybe I will just call this MP3 as maybe horn dot png. Any artifact which can be accepted by the model driven app, I'm just call this. So okay, so I'll just select the web resource file, and maybe I'll just select this horn dot png. Now, this is an MP3 file, but then it's in the form of PNG format because the system only accepts that. Okay, so I'll just call this as maybe horn, and I'll just click on save. Now we need to copy the internal name of that MP3 file, right? So if I go into images, and you can see this one which we just added, gcorp underscore horn. So this is the name we want. Okay, so let's make a note of that. Horn. And also PMP, this value which we are going to extract, we need to get the internal name. Now I have got various tools through which I can get. So one of them is level up for dynamics. So maybe I'll just pick up the logical name, and then from here I'll copy this field name, because if this changes, then I want to, and if it is true, then I want to play that sound. And this one I'm going to paste over here. So gcorp underscore pmp certified dot get value, and then that, if the value is set to true, then I need to do something, right? So let me put a comment on this internal link. Okay, so logic, first we need to form a URL. Now I need to get or prepare a URL, and then let's assume this is the URL. I need to pass this to a variable, say maybe audio. Now I want to play an audio. So there's an audio function which takes the URL. And then what we do is like we just play that audio. So audio dot play. So it's a simple function. So audio equal to new audio URL, audio dot play. But how to construct a URL? Now, in order to construct a URL, you need to get into that path of that resource which you have created. So this is the resource which we have created. Now, if I click on it, I will get the path. So if you see this path, this is the path I want. Now, in order to get through this path, this is the first set of URL, right? So I'll just copy this, and we can't hard code this. We can hard code this, but then we want it to be working on all the environments, right? So if I copy this, now this part can be extracted. Just this part can be extracted using uh, a, a function. So let me write that function for you. So that is xrm dot utility dot get global context dot get client URL. So now I'm able to get the first part, and then now I need to add slash web resource slash, right? So I'll just write plus slash web resources slash, and then the name of this object, right, which is gcorp underscore horn. Now you can separate it out in a separate variable, that's completely fine, but then now we have formed this URL, right? All good. This is good. Looks like our code is ready. Now just remove all the unwanted spaces. Let me unzoom this a bit and then show it to you how this code looks like. Right. So I'll just format this document. So format document, and then this code is formatted. Okay, let's copy this code. Okay, where are you going to add this code? I'm going to add this code in a model driven app. So if I go into a model driven app over here, and on change of this, okay, so on change of this, if I go to events, go to event handler, and here I need to first add that library, right? Now remember the library name which we put, it has some June word in it, right? So let me see if I can find anything of June. Yes, script June 2026. First you need to add the library, and here then you need to write the function name. So function name is play sound, and you're passing an execution context. Click on done. So on change of this field, run this function. Click on save and publish. Now, in the first iteration, it may or may not work. You may need to troubleshoot it. That's why we have written console.log just to see if there is an error or not. But if it works, all good. So, what we're trying to achieve over here is if someone goes into this form and if for a contractor, if the contractor has given an exam, say PMP, Project Management Professional, and then if he is certified, then I will mark from no to yes, and then I will be getting that audio sound, right? So let me go into one of the record where it is no. So if I go over here, PMP certified is no. If I mark it as yes, and if I click it on save, then that audio should play technically. Now let me go ahead and make it no and go to contractors. Now, once you upload that JS, so first we need to upload that JS, right? Now, if you see over here, we haven't uploaded any JS within the system. So if you go over here, we have this June JS demo, but we haven't uploaded that JS. So first what we need to do is like we need to upload that JS. Now I made a mistake in this document over here. I said that, okay, uh, when I created this, I said I need JS cop script June 2026, but I haven't uploaded this file, right? Because this was from a previous say demo. So first thing, what you need to do is like, let me remove this step again, because this is a common mistake we do. We refer to the previous file and then, you may not be able to execute all the code within the system. So for that, first what you need to do is like, you need to have a JS. Okay, so let me add a JS over here. And how do you add a JS? New, more, and then go into web resource and then add a JS. Now let me call this JS as, maybe I'll just call it as a July JS. Let me call this as July JS. You can name it anything. And remember the code which we have written. Let's copy paste this entire code. Click on save. So first what we have done, we have created a resource mp3, rename into mp4, and then uploaded it. And now we have uploaded this JS. Okay. Now we go into the form and go into this form, click on event handler and add a library and search for a library. We are searching for July. We found July JS. Click on it, click on add, and within July JS, our code is, the function name is play sound, and pass execution context as first parameter. Now remember to save, change this. Okay, so you need to change this because we need to use this JS and this JS has this function. All right, good. Save and publish. Now I just showed you that error purposefully, just so that when you actually do this function, like you may encounter this scenario. Okay, so first upload the JS, refer that JS, and add that function. Now, in the model driven app, it may take some time for it to refresh, but once you refresh it and once you navigate to the form, you should be able to see the changes. So, John PMP is no. Let me mark it as yes. And you have seen that we have successfully got that audio message. Now, if I go to David and David is yes, and if I mark it as no and click on save, nothing happens because the code is written only on yes. If it is yes, then only you will receive that sound notification. And that is how you can basically play a sound in a model driven app. So just to recap what we have done, we have written a simple JS code. We have uploaded this JS in a model driven app as a web resource. We took an mp3 file. Now mp3 file are not easily acceptable as a web resource within the solution. So what you need to do is maybe rename it to any acceptable type. Now I have renamed this to say PNG. So that's why it has accepted the PNG file. So if you go into web resource, you will see all the acceptable types. File type is these many. So you can use any of this format and then you call that web resource and play that audio. So that's it, folks. This is all I got to play an audio in a model driven app. Thanks for watching.